Hi everyone, and welcome to this super fun webinar. I'm like really excited to be doing this. I'm going to give you guys like a few minutes to kind of hop on because I know an email just went out and all that kind of fun stuff. If you're here, feel free to like comment and everything so I can kind of see that going on the side. I'm really excited about this. So I'm just going to give you guys like another minute to hop on. And yeah, if you're here, definitely say hi so I know that you can see me and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, so much water. Oh my gosh, my kitty cat has decided to join us. She's next to me, so she makes an appearance. Sorry. So for you guys who don't know me, I'm Ashley Love, the Classy CEO. And yes, I'm totally sitting on my floor right now because this is, I don't know, this is just who I am, right? I work on the floor, I work in my bed, I work on the couch, I work outside. I was going to go outside, but it just started monsooning. So I've been terrified of the rain so much. We lost power twice this weekend because of storms. So I've been like charging my laptop like a freak. I have my hotspot like going just in case. Like, I don't know. I'm so scared of these storms. So anyway, so I know you guys are not here to listen to me ramble about some thunderstorms and my cat invading our webinar. So there's going to be no super fancy presentation and stuff because this isn't a super fancy thing. This is literally just about you and your business and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys and just kind of like talk you guys through all of this while I do that. So let me move present to everyone. So I didn't do this last time like an idiot because I'm such a space cadet, I tell you. So just let me know that you guys can kind of like see this PowerPoint and everything because I forgot to do that last time. So I thought everybody was watching my presentation, but really they were just kind of watching me. So let's get started. So this is the spreadsheet that I use, and this isn't my version of the spreadsheet. Obviously, this is like the template that I use. So the spreadsheet, it has a lot of tabs. I'm going to make it a little bigger for you guys, but it has like a lot of tabs. It has 9 tabs going on. I'm going to say if it'll just show me all my tabs. There you go. So it has 9 tabs. There's a lot of information on this thing. So I'm just going to get started and show you guys every single tab and what they do. So on the first tab that you guys are going to get, right, because I'm going to send this all to you afterward. So on this first tab, what you're going to get is your content platforms. And so you're going to have your main platforms and then your visibility platforms. And there's like a difference between the two of them. So like, for instance, for me, my main platforms are things like my blog, my email list, like my YouTube channel, stuff like that. But my visibility platforms are like places I guest blog, Facebook groups that I'm involved in, like actively involved in. So I want you guys to kind of figure out what your main 3 platforms are and what your 3 visibility platforms are. Just so that we can kind of figure out where you're going to be sharing this content that you're creating. And you're not just kind of like willy-nilly all over the place. So, okay, so let's go to the next slide. So this one, I think, is honestly going to be the most important slide that we do. And these are your content topics. So for me, right, so I have your main content pillars. And so your content pillars are like your 3 like staples. Like, what are the 3 things that you want to be known for in your business? So for me, those things are going to be like faith, they're going to be entrepreneurship, and like mindset, right? Those are like my 3 content pillars, right? Those are going to be the 3 things that I'm always talking about. And everything that I talk about is going to stem from those 3 things. And so the next thing you're going to do is then decide like what your content is going to look like. And so I know it says week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, but it's really going to say like month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. I have to change that because I was trying to do this all at like one time and it was silly. So it'll say month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. And oh my gosh, that thunder. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but anyway, so the content, right? So last week, under main content pillar 1, I have faith, and then my month one content was service. And I spent the whole week talking about service. And then this week, I'm talking all about CEO mindset. And then, same thing for main content pillar for week 3. And then week 4, I always tie them all together, right? So it's kind of cohesive. But my main content pillars don't change. And that really just helps keep me focused on my business and what I'm doing and all of those kind of fun things. So if you guys have questions, feel free to comment and I can slow down and chat about these a little bit more. So next thing is going to be your content system. So I know this looks like a really crazy page. So pretend it does not look this crazy. But of course, with all the merging and all that kind of fun stuff, it just looks really insane. So anyway, water break. So your content system is going to be where you plan out okay, on Mondays at 9 a.m., I'm going to post this. I'm going to spend time. I'm going to send an email out every Wednesday at this time. I'm going to do a YouTube video every Thursday at this time, and this is how I'm going to show up. And so you kind of plan all that out. So it's it's consistent, right? So you're not scrambling for what am I supposed to be posting, where and when and what time, and forgetting about all of these things. You don't have to do any of that, right? So you're going to plan that kind of all out here. Okay. That's Storm. Okay, this is the big one. This is your 120-day content plan. And so really, the work that you did back in 2 is going to be super helpful. So you planned what you're going to post for week 1, of that main pillar, right? So here's what I do. So I have my month, my year, and then the week start date and end date. All that kind of fun stuff is here. And your sales goal. What are you hoping to get, right? Because at the end of the day, you're running a business. So you have to have some kind of monetary value. That thunderstorm is so bad. I'm so glad we didn't go outside. So anyway, so you have to have some kind of value here. What are you trying to get out of it? Because, babe, I'm on a webinar. My goodness, see? This is the perk. Hold on 1 second. Honey, I'm live on a webinar. I tell you, this is how my life goes. So anyway, so here's where you're gonna put what you put for pillar 1, right, is gonna go in that top slot up there for your week 1 content, right? So that's gonna be pillar 1, content slot 1, and then same thing, right? So the next slot is gonna be pillar 2, week 1 content. Pillar 3, week 1 content is all going to go here. And then 4, you should tie them all together unless you really want to be known for 4 pillars, which I don't recommend. I really don't recommend 4 because that can get really confusing. So anyway, so I do all that, and then I have what holidays are coming up. So I know how to tie those holidays in, and then what I'm launching. Any webinars that are coming up, any programs I have coming up, any of that is all in there too. So I can kind of plan where all of that is going. All right, we're going to move on if you guys have questions. So then here's your content ideas, right? So you need to have content that's going to establish authority, build connections, and have a call to action. So what are you asking to do, right? So you guys all opted in for this webinar, right? So that was my call to action. Come to my webinar, right? And so but I do things that are building connections, right? I share personal stories with you guys that relate to my content pillars. And then we have authority stories. And those can even be things like testimonials, right? Let's say you have a really great testimonial that relates to pillar 2, right? Week 3 content, stick that in there as your content idea. So kind of figure out where your content's going to go. And so I do this every week. I just kind of look at what I'm going to do, and it's totally normal to repurpose content. So that's what we're going to get to next, is we're repurposing content. So here's your content repurpose list. So this could be really simple. So for me, right, I do a lot of live streams. I love live streaming. So much easier for me. So then I take that live stream and I put it on YouTube. That's me repurposing it. Then I send it out to rev.com or something, or I will just think about what did I just live stream about, and I blog about it. Okay, so now I just had a live stream in Facebook, it's on YouTube, and I have blog content from it. Well, now from that blog content, now I have email content. Now I can pull pieces out of it for my social media content. So it's really easy to take one piece of content and repurpose it like multiple ways. So that's where you're going to kind of brainstorm here. Is like, how am I going to repurpose this content? Boop, boop, boop. Let's go to the next one. So this is your content swipe file, right? So I know you guys all know what swipe files are, right? They're just downloadable files and all that kind of fun things. So these are like where you're going to plan like ladder posts and all of those kind of fun things. Like, what is your question? What is the answer? All that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, so that's like your content swipe files. These are really easy to do. And then this one I think is really important. The program's running. So this is where you have the program name, the start date, the end date, and if there's any overlap. So that goes all the way back, right, to page 3 where you had your content system, right? So you know what's coming up, you know what's launching, you know all of these things that are going on. And it's just so much easier. It's literally just so much easier when I stop and I like look at it and I'm like, okay, here's what I have coming up. You know, and here's where my overlap is. And then when I look at that overlap, I can say, okay, yeah, so I know right now I have overlap with a program that I'm doing and a program Morgan's doing. Right now, if somebody came to me and asked, hey, can you do such and such during that time frame? It's 6 weeks of like I have something going during like 4 weeks. I have 4 weeks of overlap between two programs. And so if somebody comes to me and says, hey, can you do X, Y, Z? I can look at this really easy and say, no, I can't. You know, I can't fit that in right now. Really sorry. And so it just keeps me really focused and aligned and all of that kind of like fun stuff. And it really all just comes back to like your content platforms and your content topics and all of those things, right? Because they all just keep you super hyper focused. So we're going to jump to the last one really fast. I know I went through these quick, so you'll have this whole video to watch all the time. So here is your PR strategy. And if you guys are in my group, you'll know that PR strategy is super, super important to me. I'm obsessed with PR strategy. I think that every single business needs a PR strategy. And so this is where that is. And so your PR strategy doesn't have to be anything like crazy intensive, but your business has to include one, right? Because like I'm sure you guys have all seen, a lot of Facebook groups are shutting down lately and everything like that. And so maybe you were pulling a lot of your clients from a Facebook group and now it doesn't exist anymore. So now, I mean, do you have to start over? You shouldn't have to. You know, Google is still a big player in the game, right? And I know we spend a lot of time on Facebook groups and things like that, but your SEO or search engine optimization, if you guys don't know what that is a huge factor. And so you guys have to really just stop and think about your PR strategy. And so guest blogging, videos, podcasts, all of those things go into your PR strategy. So this is where this is, right? So you know what your content pillars are. You know what things that you have coming up are. And so you could talk to, you know, a blog and say, hey, you know, here, you know, where could I fit into your, you know, your content plan? Where do I fit in your, you know, calendar? And then here's what I have going on that week. I would love to write about X, Y, Z, right? And then it's just seamless and it fits. And then you can repurpose that content over and over and over again. And you're drawing people back to your site, establishing authority, all those kind of fun things. So that is all back here. And so you have, you know, the date you pitched, what you pitched them. So copy that in here so you know exactly what you said to these people. And then you have your follow-up. What did you say in the follow-up? What was the date of the follow-up? And then your due date, and then a link to that blog post, video, podcast, whatever it is. So you have it, and then, you know, you'll have a bunch of these, and then you can put in as seen it. And, you know, let's say that you want to pitch to Forbes or Entrepreneur or Inc. or any of those things. You can say, look at all of these things that I've done in the past, right? And you have it all organized and easy to use for you. So that is real. I mean, that's really how I plan my whole life in under 30 minutes. That's how I plan 4 months. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hello, I'm back again. I'm going to stop stop sharing the screen and we're just going to chat. So if you guys have questions, definitely now is the time to reach out and everything like that. Yeah, feel free to do that. And then I also want to tell you guys that like being able to plan 120 days worth of content means that you really know yourself. It means that you really truly know yourself and your business and where you're going. And so if those are things that you don't feel comfortable with, then we should chat, because I have two options for you guys. And I think you're going to love them both, right? And you don't have to do both, but I have two options for you. So the first option that I have is mine and Morgan's mindset makeover, because really this whole thing comes down to your mindset and the way that you view yourself and your business and how you limit yourself and all of these things. And so in the mindset makeover, we do CEO mindset and money mindset and designing your dream life and manifestation and all those kind of fun things, right? To make your dreams kind of come to fruition. So that is kicking off August the 14th, right? So if you guys want that, I will drop a link to that. And then we also have, and this is super special because it's just a me thing, right? So you guys know that faith is like important to me. And so it is important that I built my business that way, kind of on these principles. And so I have, a 6-week faith-based business building course, right? And so we're going to crush your limiting beliefs and we're going to build a business that feels really good. And so for the 6 weeks, it's normally $197. But if you sign up by tomorrow, right? So the thing expires tomorrow. It's up on my website. And so if you sign up by tomorrow, I will take 31% off, right? Proverbs 31. There it is. Which really is like $60 off. So instead of being $197, it's $137 if you sign up in the next 24 hours. So I definitely recommend you guys kind of take advantage of that, because we're really just going to help you feel really confident and clear about your business and where you're going and everything like that. And so planning 120 days of content will feel like a no-brainer. You'll be able to plan a year's worth of content. I know somebody who did that, Kate Boyd. Kate planned like a year's worth of content in like an afternoon and like produced most of it in like an afternoon. And so I know that this works when you get in alignment with yourself and your business. And that's part of the reason too, that I'm offering a bonus from Kate. So Kate, if you sign up for it's called Faith It Till You Make It. If you sign up for Faith It Till You Make It, then you also get Kate's 7-module servant sales leaders course. And it's amazing. It's so amazing, but it helps you get clients and it helps you create these raving testimonials. I don't know if you guys just saw the comment like Tony just left me, and like I get stuff like that all the time. And it's just because I'm aligned and because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm doing what feels real and authentic to me. And so you get that. And then if you're one of the initial people to sign up, then I'm also gifting you a little something special from me. So I will drop those links, but I definitely recommend signing up because they're going to be amazing. But the Faith It Till You Make It kicks off on Monday, 1 week from today. We're kicking off. So I'm trying to keep space at 15, and right now I have 4. So, which may not seem like a lot, but I just told people about it a few days ago. So anyway, so you want to sign up for that. It's going to be really amazing. You're getting an accountability buddy. You're getting something really amazing for me. The welcome packet is already amazing. It's just going to be a really good course. And so we're just here. I'm just here to kind of help you just feel more confident in yourself and in your business. So if you go to the website and you click on live programs, you'll see the Faith It Till You Make It. And so if you use the code webinar, I'm just going to like type that down here so that way you guys make sure you spell it all right. Webinar, you will get the 31% off, and I'll even drop a link to it for you guys. How's that? I'll do that. And yeah, that's what we have going on. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really great course. I know that some of the material that I've already produced for it, I've gotten feedback on, and people are super into it. So that's what I have. So if you would like to sign up for that, then I drop that link too in there, and use the code webinar, and yeah, you'll get 31% off. So it'll take the course from $197 down to $137. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You guys know how to find me via email, the Facebook group. You can find me at the Classy CEO Society if you're not already there. And yeah, I mean, that's what I have. So be sure to check your email in the next like 10 minutes for a replay link and your download, the Excel sheet that I showed you guys. So that's what I have for you. I told you I was going to keep it short because this is meant to be short. You're supposed to be able to plan your content really fast and really easy. So that is what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep this short. So again, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me via email, comment on this video, whatever it is. And I will just talk to you guys so soon. Bye.